Thank you for tuning in. A little while back I mentioned I was going to do some shout outs. And I mentioned that I do subscribe to other people. I follow people on various sites, not just on YouTube. On YouTube I do subscribe to a lot of channels. One of the things that I noticed about people that are really seeking Messiah, seeking Elohim, they may not know his exact name. They may use something that was created by the world and things like that. Many of us started that way. I did, So I can't criticize those people, but the thing is, we need to focus on bigger things that are at hand, not the little things. And so when I look around, I don't just follow people and look at people that are just Torah observant. Okay, now we know the people that have come to that realization know we need to do that. At the same time, at one time, we weren't there yet, and we finally got there. So the people that aren't there yet, we need to have mercy on them. And see, so that's formed my understanding a little bit of people, because they're searching, they're looking around. So just because the things I follow, I can't say I'm messianic. If you go by what the messianic construct is, but the idea that messianic means following the Messiah, it's not following a Jesus that the world created, okay? It's following Yeshua, the Messiah. And there's so many things happening these days, Hebrew roots, things like that. And yes, that's what we need to focus on. But there are people that are still in the Jesus mentality, and they're coming through that. We can't cut them off. We can't write them off, because they may not always be describing things right. And I came through that. Just recently, I would say within the past 5-6 years, Elohim has been opening my eyes. And I realized, I know that before I came to that realization, that I knew who I was talking to, who I was seeking after. The Son of the living Elohim. I called him God at the time, which is a generic term for any God, things like that. So when I came to this realization that, I have now, I says, I'm no better than anybody else in this world just because I've come to this, because we're all in the same boat, right? So I thought, if I'm going to follow people, I'm going to follow everybody, and especially the humble, the lowly. I don't care what terms they use, see? And that's one thing I want to bring across, because I know that my sites attract the Messianics, Hebrew roots, things like that, okay? For a while, when I was coming through all this stuff and things like that, Sunday keepers, what are they, stuff like that, we can get into a self-righteous vindictiveness that's holier than thou, that causes us to condemn ourselves. I'm not going to go there. So when I follow people, I watch other videos, read other sites, things like that, I want to see the people that just are coming out of the dunghill and seeking Yeshua with all their heart, even if they call him Jesus, even if they only still know that Jesus is not his right name, okay? And I want to bring those people to you, because I believe that the Father wants fellowship with us. And I think that, the people, see, it's our heart. It's about our heart. And it doesn't mean that because necessarily that we think our motives are pure. Our motives can not be pure, and we think they are. Then we can say, well, the Lord knows where my heart is, and I think, God forbid, or Elohim forbid, that kind of thing. But see, He's the righteous judge, so it's not for me to judge people. So I follow people all over the place, and I mean on Twitter, I'm probably connected, with over 1,200 people, and I just got in there recently under my own name in a couple weeks, and bam, and just connect with so many great people that have a lot of good insight. So this is where the Father is bringing me to, and just, it's beautiful because it's understanding a person's heart, yeah, they're coming along. I needed mercy too, just like all of us do. I still do. It's not like I've arrived at anything. So, and especially if we're young, I'm 60 years old, and it's like, Father, all these years, I study, just about every day, every day that I can, stuff like that, and just keep reading your word and struggle through. And I think, where am I? Who am I? I'm still nobody, right? And I look at people all over. I don't care what age they are or whatever. And so the main thing is that we're seeking Messiah, And I look at the people that get life. Are they telling, and the things that they're telling me, are they understanding what's good and what's wrong? And I'm going to tell you one thing I've realized, because I have come out of the dunghill, and that's how I refer to it. When I was young, I was beaten down, I was trodden down, I was just beaten down. And that's what Messiah was. And the people that go through that, I think those are the people that are really seeking Messiah. Those are the people that get Messiah. And so, in this video, as I do a shout out, my heart goes out to the people that have been through similar things that I have. And one of those people is a young lady called Jennifer Kohler. And I've been watching some of her videos and just discerning some of the garbage that she's been through and she's coming out of. I know the Father is drawing her. And I want to encourage her, just as I do anybody that is seeking Yeshua the Messiah, because the only way to the Father is through Him. And this young lady is figuring a lot of things out. She's, just like we all are, and like I am. I've made tremendous amount of mistakes. I've had people come to me and, that have assisted me on my websites, everything like that. Oh, I messed up. I did this. I says, don't worry about it. You can't mess up as much as I have. I've destroyed complete hard drives on servers that I've used online. It was down, until I could raise some money to get that machine fixed. So don't worry about it. You can't mess up more than I have. And that was, I don't know what that was, 16, 17 years ago, one of my first machines. I was running servers on a Windows 95 machine through a dial-up connection. The provider complained. This says, you're using a little bit too much. I thought this was unlimited, So I purchased another dial-up account, I said, I'll get two of them. So I alternated between the two of them, and a few people I was connected with would help me on I had an IRC server that's internet relay chat, things like that. And I would just connect with whoever. And this was before, I came in the understanding of Torah. I was still a Sabbath keeper, but I would connect with Sunday keepers and that. And we're all coming along. Just because, we finally came to the realization that, oh wait, the fourth commandment is still to be kept. We need to keep Sabbath. Let's not look down on people that keep Sunday. Granted, yeah, it's wrong. But you know what? We're all working. Sabbath keepers don't all get it. I've run into Sabbath keepers. They're some of the worst people you could ever meet. So you can't go by the fact that a person is a Sabbath keeper. Okay? Yes, that is a good sign. But you know what? I think the Father looks at the people that are meek. Okay? the people that have just been trodden down, beaten down in this world, that are just so full of, being affected and everything like that, that they want to come out of it, okay? And if I can say this, I hope Jennifer doesn't mind. I didn't talk to her ahead of time, but I just watching her videos after quite some time, I think she'll allow me to say she's one of those people. And she wants to know Elohim. She wants to know Messiah. Just so much more, just as I do. I'm 6 years old, and I still have that zeal just to know him so much more. And those are the people that I connect to. Those are the people that I reach out to. Because I believe those are the people that Elohim reaches out to, that Messiah came for. Bless you, Jennifer. Bless everybody that seeks Messiah and that just wants to lay down their life for him. That's what it's about. It's not about knowing all we can. It's not about, just memorizing so much Bible that we seem holier than thou. It's about getting a life in order, cleansing the inside of the cup. Those are the kind of people that Messiah wants. Those are the kind of people he's calling out of this world. He's not calling those that are already righteous. He's calling the people that need him. I'm one of those people. I know Jennifer is too. Jennifer, I want to thank you, sister, for being here on YouTube. You're a young lady, but you've been a great encouragement to me and many other people. And I hope I have been to you and others as well. Let's continue in the love of Messiah as we seek to have eternal life with the Father. Come on back, watch again, subscribe. I want to bring more. I want to bring more about what the Father wants in us, what he looks for. And I hope this has meant something to everybody watching this. May Messiah guide and keep each of us for the Father's glory.